Hey Heather, can you hear me? Okay. Ugh, I brought the worst chair in the world. I wish I would have brought something with a back on it. But it's better than sitting on a rock. I got a big light behind me that we'll put on in a little bit. And we got our thermosol back there like Rato recommended. Once it gets dark enough, I'll turn on the yellow light. It's like a big recording light thing. There's two of them, but we only brought one. Yeah, except getting out of here. I got it all down here in one handful, but putting it away is going to be a little bit of a nightmare, but in the dark at least. We got our net ready. We got that ready. I don't know if we'll literally catch anything here or not tonight, but hey, Extra Bill. We're about a foot off the bottom. Once it gets a little darker out, on comes the light. Thermosol's heating up. Net out. Worms. Tools. Yep. Very short walk to the car. Oh, I feel a nibble. Hold on. Hope we don't get any turtles. That would probably be a much better alternative. But I want to light up the area so you can see too. And I adjust the hue to yellow. Bugs don't seem that bad with the thermosol going. What are we supposed to leave it about 15 minutes in the same spot? And then we'll do like a fan pattern? It's gonna be so, I think this place closes at 10. I'm not really sure, because we're way past the park, but it's gonna be, oh, something took, hold on. It's probably a damn bull, it feels like a little bullhead. If there's enough light, I could probably just put the pole thing out, the pole holder, rod holder. Yeah, it's not. Nothing. Next time, chair with back. But other than that, I think we are well set. We'll do about 15 minutes. I get impatient. I threw it out in the middle of the river, though. We're not playing with these bullheads tonight in the dark. Yeah, you're right. The water, it has to get stinky, right? They gotta sense in on it. I should have covered it in garlic oil. Hey, if we get one fish tonight, I'm happy. Minus a bullhead. Speaking of that, there's a new anti-bullhead shirt up at onlymidwest.com. under the fishing section. There, fishy, 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 fishy. Oh, that was a nice tug. Alright, it's starting to get stinky. Things are nibbling. But I know there's bullheads here, so. However, this is the same spot on the river that snapped that line immediately and ran fast. It didn't snap it immediately, but it ran fast on the side here, so there's some sort of catfish around here. Now let's hope the camera goes for 2 hours. I brought a pack, but I got physical therapy in the morning, so. You know what, we need to switch this thing around, hold on. And the bottom broke off, hold on. Crap, I'm trying to do 2 things at once here. Hope nothing takes it right now. Oh, that's better. Now it's not wobbling around. All the algae's on the side. The river's moving really slow, but it's not nasty like usual. How do you hold the line extender, Bill? Do you hold it where it's like almost like a trigger? Your fingers on a trigger? Man, that thermocell does good. About a foot or 2 behind. How far is that behind me? About a foot? I don't feel any bugs on me. I guess it all depends, right? What do you think about me sticking the pole holder in the grass and keeping it? I don't have the ninja shoes on, Nuke. I got on tennis shoes tonight. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Does this get me my night fishing badge? I know, no ninja shoe. We're not going in the water. It's about a 3-foot drop into the water. I will show feet in the water sometime within the next week. Probably where we were yesterday. No foots? When's if I paint my toes for you with white nail polish? You know what they say. got something, boys. Ooh, it's a decent one. Hold on, I gotta get the net, I think it's a bass. Hold on. I'm gonna set you boys down for a minute. Turn on the lamp. Oh, it is a bass. I might... Oh, and the leg fell off the damn stool. We might be... That's the least of my worries right now. Where's the edge of this thing? Hold on. The hell is that thing? What is it stuck on? Man, is it in there? Hold on. Got it good. Hold on. Why are you so freaking stuck? Can you boys see that? You got him. Oh, Thermacell, don't die. Oh, well. The Thermacell works freaking amazing. There's no bugs around me. It was a good one, huh? Let's get another worm on. Get back to business. Once it's a little darker, I'll and they're not even coming by my light. This is great. I guess we can put on a couple small chunks. Stay on the hook. little bit harder to bait at night, isn't it? Unless you're a master baiter. All right. Do we need the light on yet? Let's give it about 5 minutes. Actually, let's turn it on right now while we're up. We can do it from the phone. Let me see something here. If you like that, I'll show you the fish with next one we catch with this on. It won't be so bad. Hopefully they're attracted to the light behind us. I don't know how long these batteries last. They're like the two biggest Sony rechargeable ones. It says 2 to 3 hours, but I've had them for several years. This is easy. We can see. We don't even need the headlamp. Bring Agent Orange. They probably sell that where you are, Ian, at the gas station. It's disguised as head cleaner. Guess we can turn down the brightness on this a little bit. That was a nice surprise. That bass right there. Definitely, I think it was a bass. It's a smallmouth. Ian, if you ever work this way again, we'll come do this at night with 4 Loco. No, we probably won't unless it's winter. No way in the summer. Oh, Voodoo Rangers are good. They have a, if you have a Sam's Club membership, they usually have like a 12-pack for the really good price. Yeah, you never know. If you go back to Iowa again, I'll get an Iowa license. I'll just bring one of the extra poles, the 7-foot heavier one. Yeah, I've been to Idaho once to bring a prisoner back. It was the weirdest frickin', like Coeur d'Alene. You guys probably get the point. That was one of the weirdest hotel experiences of my life, and just certain roads you didn't want to go down, and I'm cool with everybody, but they wouldn't have been cool with me, so. I'm glad you got some jobs, though. Yeah, it's not too bad by those lights. The yellow definitely helps. I know, they're just friendly there, and you're like, why are they coming in to knock on the door at 9 o'clock at night when you checked in at 7 to be like, oh, is everything okay? Is there anything we can do for you? It just kind of continued a lot. I think there was other intentions. Who knows? It's beautiful country, though. Absolutely. Dude, I kind of like this at night. Or we had the government raid, so they knew they were probably trying to gather. Who knows? I'm not going to speculate. We need another one like that. Yeah, the bugs are here. Sun's way too hot. It's not even the heat, it's just the humidity I'm not used to. Remember where I come from, it's still like in the double digits a lot, but not over 20. Then when it gets to be 60, 70, 80, 90, it's a different breathing game. Let's make sure the line's tight. Yep. We could probably even move it back further. I got the nice dehumidifier now in the house. Takes care of a lot of water. Here, fishy, fishy, fish. Oh, we didn't yell fish on. How about we just yell booger instead? I think that's more fitting. It's not a bad idea. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. That can't be the only fish in the river. freaking drifting and I have a heavy ass weight. What the hell? We're gonna recast out to the middle. Shouldn't be drifting. Is everything still on there? Yeah. Oh, but. This was not a good worm job. Anybody else gotten a worm job? Like this, 3 different pieces? That looks good to me. Should have hit bottom. I feel like I'm camping. We got a nice fish. First throw in. I think it was a big smallmouth. I did have my headlamp on it. It's before we turned on this light. They were out doing night tests tonight in the jets. Now there's something freaking weird. Oh, that must be a star. It's really bright though. Boys, what's if I have a UFO? It's moving. But if you were a UFO, why would you bring all the alert to yourself? You got to give them that CBD, keep them in homeostasis so all the cellular stuff is working together. And in my humble opinion, I think dogs will live 20 to 30% longer. But who knows? You seen an orb in the crazy hospital? Yeah, they're better than a lot of family, you know? Depending on your family, of course, but I was so excited to bring Fiona here, and the stupid vet had to not stitch everything up right and just fucking, oops, frickin' ruin her state of mind. Put a picture up on the shorts. And I called it the blood moon. That's probably what it, yeah, I bet that's what it is. Because there's still a lot of smoke here. Can't smell it, but it's definitely, you can see it. Ian's in Tijuana. That's true, but it looked like it. Remember in Roanoke, in the American Horror Story? They have the blood moon. And there's some words you say, I forgot. capillopitis and the bad things go away. Come on, we need another one. I'm gonna go the 15-minute rule. I don't know how long it's been. Booger! Nuke, I have the camp stool, the three one, except one of the legs broke off, so now it's zip tied on in it. It's not a bad temporary solution. I almost feel like we need to be about 20 feet out from shore. I think I have a number 4 split shot on. It should keep it on the bottom, but it seems to be moving. Yeah, it works. I think the other ones are in the Jeep. Maybe the hose with the pinhole leak got replaced today. Mm-hmm. It's totally not where we dropped it. I didn't bring the hot dogs tonight. I just brought a bunch of big crawlers. They have this thing now for the ducks. You can suction cup on the side. It's like a duck mailbox that says give one, take one. I'd get rid of them when I get them. I think it's absolutely the dumbest thing I've ever seen, personally. And oh, the end is twitching. I don't feel anything on my finger though. Oh, I think we might have something, boys. Hold on. We had a branch. That's what the problem was. Well, that's what was dragging the damn thing down. Hold on. No wonder it was drifting. No wonder. Like I said, this river's... Yeah, the stick was on top of it, pulling it down the river. You know how many ducks I'd have? I'd have a whole flock. Rut-row. Hello, duck. They quit, maybe they quit making that one. Was it the diesel? I think it was that, the electric one maybe they stopped. One of them, I think they quit production on. still floating a little bit. I don't want to put too much weight on there though, so they feel it. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff floating down. The super bright thing is now not super bright and lower in the sky, just hovering there. But this could be a UAP on. It's kind of moving. But I swear it's a star. It's really bright though. Don't come over here. Feds? If it's the feds, they got some. It's almost like a triangle shape. The lights go, they're solid, but it goes like a V. Huh. Watch it, some big freaking bullhead in here. The blood moon is out, or the orange moon is out over there. Yes, it's super bright tonight. It's almost full, I think. Could be drones. Could be, like I said, they were testing jets or doing jet flights earlier. At like 8:30 when I pulled up. I don't know, is there, now it's not as bright. We gotta get a good point of reference to see if it moves. We'll use that tree. Come on, fish, I gotta show them we gotta show them something. You think it makes a huge difference if some of the hook is showing? It's a black hook covered in worms. The shaft, or the shank parts, not the hook, but the shanks, I think probably showing. Alright, I just made it release some smell into the water. The good thing is we can see if a car pulls up with its headlights here too. I'll yell booger. Booger on. I hate computer stuff. I did that all day trying to make the anti-bullhead club shirt and nothing was working. I had to wordsmith it, remove stuff. You'd think for some simple frickin' fonts it would be easy. They probably said that. Because it's not gonna be. Come on. Should we just put a massive amount of worms on there? Should we finish off the container and just put a big frickin' ball? I don't know anything about this. I've never done fishing on the bottom at night. Remember, it's relearning to fish at 50. Or actually learning. floating down far. Next time we'll do the hot dogs with the cheese in the middle. And I guess the trick is to keep them frozen so they're easier to thread. It's a nice moon. If you haven't been outside tonight, go step outside and take a peek at it. Yours probably won't be the same color, but jalapeno and cheddar? Are you being serious? I will. I don't think you guys would lie about it. You know, I sure don't know a damn thing about it. I found out the gummies were made with beef protein, not fish protein. Maybe that was the trick. But they didn't melt. I found them in the car. The new ones. I bet you Nuke has really, really good grammar. Purchase complete. Please accept your... What? My fake Temu lures? I don't want 90% off. I want my money back. By the way, if you read the small print, everybody wins the mega prize on Temu fake slots. Oh wow, you've spent $100, you can get 95% off a vacuum. No, I don't want that. I just want my money. You know what? Boys, I think we should add another big crawler on here. What does Nuke say? Big bait, big fish? We're gonna hook it up with it. I'll try to hook if there's anything on it, which there's not. And we're stuck on the shore. Oh, this is what I love in the dark. There we go. And we have a huge mess. Hold on. I do not want to redo all this. Because we're going to put like an ounce of worms on here. Are there any in here? Ooh, there's a nice big one. Ow. tail though. Now there's no tail. That's fine. I think this is the haunted forest, Nuke. There's all kinds of sounds in the woods. I don't know. I have my license on the phone and in the bag. I don't think they work it. Maybe they work at night. I don't know. We can meet him. Probably a nice guy. Yeah, they're not going to find 500 crappies in my car. Well, I know they work at night. They do definitely, but I don't think around here. I've never seen one yet. We go to the same mile stretch of river most of the time. They're probably out at like Silver Lake or the special places where they catch all the crappies. That's where I would go. Damn, all you have to do is follow Facebook and see the people with backpacks full on their stringers. Well, for every hook in the water here, yep. You can only have one. I went to my first police academy. I went with a guy who was a Nevada game warden. It was a multi-agency state academy. He was a super cool dude, but of course he just got into it, so who knows. You would think if I was poaching fish, I wouldn't have this big ass light you can see from the road on me. It's like everything. There's good and bad in every profession. I don't know if there's good in the Jeep profession. Speaking of that, we don't even need to hydrate that much tonight. It's nice out. It's kind of like a ticket quota, but a people popper ticket. Now it's staying where we threw it. It's not moving. Good. I bet if you go fishing on the golf course at night, they'll come. Maybe we can turn that light down a little bit. Make it last a little longer. Connect. You're right here. Connection failed. Come on. Connect. We're at 100. How's that? Let me check. In the federal world, they call it pay for performance. We're not going to get into that. I am not a proponent at all, one bit, of this. At the federal level, your bosses get a way bigger bonus based off of their team's cases and stuff, certain areas and different, recovering this much money and doing this or that. It makes people do some stupid shit to innocent people to get a bigger paycheck. Not always, like I said, there's good and bad in everything. I was never bullied. I played cop in Nevada for a while. But I understand your point, and I agree with you in a lot of cases. Damn, the moon's nice. Oh, Farmer John, they didn't, we went on a case once with a Nigerian organized, like, identity theft ring. Dude smoked, like, 2 or 3 packs a day and ran 2 miles and got away. Didn't get away at the end, he got caught, but he ran 2 miles. He, as we're going through, they're not even picking up the Cartier stuff. They're like, well, we don't know what that is. I'm like, aren't you the asset forfeiture people? If there's like 15 Cartier watches and jewelry, that's probably worth something. And those are the people in charge. They're trying to take like Swarovski, like crystal figurines. I'm like, ladies, that's not worth anything. Come on, we got one, we gotta get more. Some crystal is very expensive, yep. I mean something, but not 30, 40 bucks maybe. Dude, this would be a good camping light. Come on. Here, booger, 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 booger. The paperwork's the absolute worst. Many places you have to go steps A through Z or they get pissed off when you can do A to F to Z and get the same damn result. And you have the same evidence. Hey, how you doing, PWE? We got one decent bass. I think it was a bass. It's kind of dark, but... hoping for a nice catfish. If we're going to keep doing this at night once in a while, I need to get something we can stick in the ground and put the phone. Or that neck harness, maybe. That thing in the sky has moved a lot. a real lot. It's way past the trees, over the middle of the river, way down. Pretty sure the Earth doesn't rotate this fast. That's crazy. Should I report it to MUFON or whatever? Oh yeah, they didn't respond about us showing their Midwest show. No, I won't. It's not a plane, or it wouldn't have been here that long in that small of a space. Huh. Could be. Doesn't smell though. This is at least I've sweated all. Great, here comes another big log stick thing. If you don't sweat, you can get a pet. That's insane. I always say to look down under the water for stuff, but there's still stuff in the sky. Come on, fish. You bit right away before. When's it landed right in the river? This river ain't big enough. Nobody wants to live in here with all the goose feces. I should probably spray that net out tomorrow in the back by the sanctuary and let it dry out in the sun. It's starting to smell a smidgen. Come on. Line's nice and tight. Fingers on the trigger. Thing keeps getting further and further away. One thing I don't hear around here is bullfrogs. Or any kind of frog. Out by this place called Oxbow Park by Byron, Minnesota. They are everywhere. Who's that big red bug? The girlfriend has to refinance, Ian? I do see shows where people go fishing all night and don't catch anything, so I guess we're blessed to have one. At least we're not by the swamp where we have to watch for water snakes and snakes. That's good. The state's pretty good for that. I mean, we have poisonous spiders, and certain parts have rattlesnakes, but it's more southern, like from here on down, but more south. There's bears sometimes around here. Not often, though. I wonder, though, with all the fires up north, if stuff's gonna start. It won't get past Minneapolis. There's too many freeways. I think we might stand up. Ooh, that thing's really far now. Maybe they're waiting on me to catch a fish. You can rewind to the first 5 or 10 minutes and you'll see that. If I put it any closer, I'm afraid we're just going to get bullheads. Who's high pitch? Whatever happened to Wendy's channel from the Howard Stern show? As badly as I want to throw a float on, we're going to stay bottom fishing. That's probably where the catfish are, but I'll put it out like... Good idea, Ian. I'm going to drop it 15 feet from the bank drop literally where I am right now. It's kind of the edge of it. That literally is the edge of it right there. And then it drops straight down, so. Kloppy planted a lot of GMO corn. Here, let's... Another thing on it, floating in the water. Let's drop it right there. Is our line still tight, semi-tight? Feet from the river, that's where all the bullheads are. Is that where the channel cats would be? Let me try it. It's literally 2 feet from the bank right now. That's not a bad idea. Line's a little loose though. Let me take a peek, hold on. Oh, that's way too close right there. It's like 10 feet. I got an extra heavy Shakespeare. 7-footer, holds up to 50 pound. I want to get up to way bigger fish, but we got to master this first. Hook set, knots, all the good stuff. I do want to go to Mississippi, so we will have to get heavier. Well, the 20-pound braid should be fine. We'll tie on a leader. Maybe not though, there's muskies and all kinds of stuff there. So we need a steel leader. We're not catching no muskie right now. That would be a complete disaster. Largemouth bass, yes. Muskie, no. Northern, after seeing that walleye's teeth yesterday. That northern's getting unhooked in the net on the ground. We're using a 2-0 hook tonight. Well, they're sharp teeth. They'll bite right through that line. Maybe, maybe not. I'm sure they don't sometimes. I don't know. We'll take it one day at a time. We can do like D9, put like day 82 of fishing or whatever. It's not that high, but is he starting to talk funny? Oh, he did. Maybe that's what. Recently? I hope he gets better quick. I have no idea. I don't watch too much YouTube with 12th Man in it. I saw him in the airplane once up in Alaska. He sounded pretty normal. Kept bothering the pilot though. Our watch hour is past 1800 finally. Maybe the trick is on Prism. When you end the stream, you put keep so it keeps spinning. Then wait a minute or two, and then go in and kill it. Yeah, there's a streamer. He was flying around Alaska. Fishy, 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 fishy. I don't even know if they had like one stewardess on the little plane up there. Talk to her too, trust me. This is crazy, we haven't even got a bullhead on. I mean... No, we'll stay here. Ice fishing will be fun. I'll start looking for a cheap ice tent. Usually they're going to get more expensive when September hits. Hey, thanks for subbing. I got a couple propane heaters. My nephew's getting an auger. To go through the ice to make the hole. I don't know nothing about ice fishing, more or less fishing itself. Like I said, we're trying to learn it all, day by day. There's electric ones. His is a handheld, but it's not like this gets... Well, it probably does, but it's not like northern Minnesota where it gets super thick. And they bring out the freaking... They build them and you can rent these like cabins they pull out on the water with everything in them. Satellite TV, stoves. They sleep out there. A lot of the resorts have them. Well, come on. You got a big, delicious thing of 3 or 4 worms on there. You know you want to take it, Catfish. Yeah, glamping, exactly. I'm not the first time I ever went out on the ice snowmobiling, they're like, oh, just go really fast and go over that open water. Never again in my freaking life. I was stupid. I was in college. That was not a wise decision, especially in those old things. But the first time you drive out on the ice or you're out there and you hear it crack when you're in the ice thing or move, shift, whatever you want to call it, that's an eye-opener. watched some video the other day on ice fishing, and there's this native guy, I don't know what state he's in, but some guy came over and was yelling at him like he had a fish finder in the water, right? He was just out, he was a Samoan guy, I don't know. I think he's a big native guy, and the other guy, he didn't have ice. He just sat on that bucket with a seat warmer, and the other guy came out yelling and like, "You're sending signals over here to send the fish away from me. What the hell do you have in the water? What's all that stuff you're wearing?" He got all mad. They had to call the game warden. I got a glass breaker pinned to the grab bar in the front of the Jeep. Considering it ever comes back. I'll walk out. If we do it around here, they're not that big a lake, so. That'd be pretty fun though. It'd be warm in there. We can bring actual snacks and oops. I dropped Chet. It's a good idea about the windows down though. Isn't it like quicksand? You spread yourself out flat when you're trying to get back across and it's cracking and shallow. You disperse your weight evenly across. Boys, I want to try back in the middle of the river. If there's anything by shore, it would have taken it. Gets caught on the frickin' edge every time here. Hold on. Can't exactly step down there. Alright, we got it off. Ah! And we got hooked. Hold on. Get out of my ear, you little booger. You know what? Good enough. Don't go to Red Roof Inn. That's where the frickin' credit card got compromised in Ames. I'm not a huge fan. Remember we checked under the bed for bodies and stuff? You can go have their sweet breakfast. I think they have a cereal dispenser. You can make a waffle and have a watered down orange juice. It's I didn't have a black light, thank God. That's right, I'm lucky we didn't get banned for showing a pew-pew there. No, that was in Wyoming. Yeah, continental breakfast. I mean, it's good for... it's food, right? If you have to get on the road early. But they're all the same. You know what I feel? I don't know if, Ian, you ever got to stay at Embassy Suites or stayed there for work. They have a happy hour. And they have a better breakfast. That's where I got interrogated by the feds in a suite at the Embassy Suites in Las Vegas. Yeah, they have actual, like, little, not little, but they have chefs at they used to at Embassy Suites. I have no idea if they're still in business. They usually have that all-glass elevator in the middle that goes up. And they have, like, a pond in it. Once if you took, like, a little dock runner fishing pole in there and just started fishing. Come on. Nothing's jumping. Now the moon's back to normal color. I'd say it's like 95% full. Should we toss in right where it's hitting the water? Right where that catfish? I'm thinking that's what it was that night. Does the moonlight have magical powers? Does it have a pool to holiday in? I think they used egg substitute, but they had the griddle and they were cooking omelets and stuff. They always include it in the price, your food or not, right? But some places will give you a dining credit for the restaurants there, which is a way better choice. I'm not going to comment on that, Ian. I think that's what they wanted up in Idaho. Yep, the waffle machines at all the Continentals, and you flip it over, you spray it with whatever the hell that is. And they have that big dispenser, you fill up the cup. Thank God we haven't gone on any road trips in the Jeep, isn't it? We would have been on the side of the road before we... Oh... I do want to do a haunted hotel room stream. Or a haunted hotel stream. And a lot of them like it. They want you, in the small towns, they like it because you can walk around and it brings them publicity. I haven't been to a Waffle House for years. Come on, fish. You guys all say here, fishy, 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 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Go to the Waffle House. Get chicken and waffles. I don't remember the name of the one, but one time after we did something in LA, there's a Roscoe's. Is it Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? It's in all the movies you see. Okay, that big... Unidentified UAP is now gone. Yeah, Roscoe's was good. I like the fish markets in LA, where you walk through and you pick the fish and they cook it to order. It's not bad in today's world. It's probably more than that at McDonald's. Come on. This just makes me want to come back at like 7 to 9 at night and bottom fish here. I love breakfast burritos. There are so many places on the West Coast. I think Farmer John, there's Roberto's. You probably have that by you. They have a lot of chains. Fausto's. Come on. Oh, something. Hold on. Never know if it's a damn twig floating down or what. Feeding your friend. Yeah, what's in a 5-layer burrito? If you're gonna nibble on my worm, just swallow the whole thing. Come on. Bacon breakfast burritos are pretty good at the Mexican joints. Ian, that's how they used to fish in high school, just the tip. Come on, one more at least. We're way closer to the shore now. We're out. Yeah. I gotta stand up. Oh, God. Pirate horns. Let's test out the headlamp and see if it goes across the river. Oh yeah, look at that. And of course we have a keep on floating. Oh, turning that off. The beaver better not be. I'll blind him with this headlamp. The Coast brand ones are pretty good. They say get the black diamond, but this isn't like 100% weatherproof. But for the money, it's pretty light. One band only. They made some rule by me, no Jake breaking. I'm super close to the highway too. I hear it all night. You get used to it after like a year. Sound blackout, sound deadening, curtains help. It's a good one, XP. I have two weighted blankets, one's still in the thing, and I don't even think I have the Tism. They're nice in the summer. It's not out right now, but because they have the glass in them, in the winter they're warm. We watched that the other, like 3 or 4 Saturdays ago. We watched Strange Brew. I forgot Rick Moranis was in it. We'll watch another movie Saturday. I think I'm going to relax tomorrow. I got physical therapy again. And they do this cupping stuff on my neck. It's still sore from 3 days ago. What do you think? Should we pull it in like Ian said, like 3 feet from shore? Maybe toss it up the river a little bit? I don't know, maybe 6, 7 feet. Oh, right offshore? If I recall, it's like 3 feet. The levels have gone down a bit since all the rain, which we're supposed to be getting the rest of the week and this weekend. Good night, Sturbill. Have a good day tomorrow. I hope your mouth's feeling better. Jeff's in bed, I'm sure. What time is it there? 10:30, 11:30, 12:30? He catches the big fish out on the ocean. I saw his new rod. Not that. That sounded really bad. Alright, let me throw up kind of underneath these weeds that plop out. Hold on. And not get stuck in the weeds this time. Okay. Man, hold on. What do you think? For good, there's a lot missing off of here. These are getting. Hold on, we're gonna get a new one. Hence the drag was, I did not loosen it. That could have been a problem. Oops. After that last fish, we had to tighten it up. It's too bad Triple T's not here. We could twerk by the river. I think that's the last worm. There's a whole new container, but that's small. That should have been the mini crawler container, not this. Let's try it. Is it wrapped up? No, no, do not get stuck. Okay. That looks like a good spot. Hey, Gamma, how you doing? I'm wiggling my worm. This circular motion, it gets the fish a-coming. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. What's ground rub? No, I don't know what that is. I do know we had the drag way too tight. We probably didn't feel too much. Don't get kicked out. Just request a bunch of stuff. You pay enough to stay. How much is a hotel room nowadays? Wherever at the Holiday Inn is like $129.99. Sometimes you guys get Airbnbs, don't you? Do they give you guys like a daily stipend? Booger! Don't stay an extended stay in Las Vegas. Yeah, it'd be like where I used to be the HOA of the condos, so it can all smell like that. It's great. You should. Sorry, boys, there's not any action, but you never know. I think we've been skunked once or twice, but we're trying. And we're keeping Ian out of trouble. Well, these fish better not. There's a big glob of worm right down there for him. How big is his coke nails on his pinky? There's a lot of stuff out here. The good thing is the sheriff is watching the highway right up the road, like maybe 300 yards from where I parked. I'm sorry, state trooper. Maybe he just plays guitar and he uses it to pick. Come on. Something take this. Remember the other night at the dam? We caught bullheads in the dark. Now you gotta be so careful. You never know what's in with everything. I watched a interview today. A lady who was talking about how Molly was her favorite drug for a year straight, and she was dating a guy. I don't know, something happened. She got a bag of crystal Molly. It lasted her a year, and she said to get it through the airport, she was taking it in those little Florida crystal things, and she's handing it out on the plane. And could you imagine her serotonin after a year? Every day, Ian. All day. A year, Nuke. Straight, she said. Oh, now, yeah, for sure. This, I guess, is just the crystals. She's like, I don't know how I even function properly now. I'll try to find it. I think I have it in the history library on YouTube. Alright, this is starting to suck. They made a new version of Your Brain on Drugs for weed. It's hilarious. I plead the fifth 111 times on advice of my counsel. Remember when that used to be on? Our jazz band played there one year, on the one in Rochester, on the Jerry Lewis. I think they all grew up and they can't get money off of them anymore. Maybe next time at night we'll try some chatterbaits. Not the website. Gamma, we saw unidentified UAP tonight. Alright, let's toss it out further. It's about a foot down. The worm looks decent. I'll move him up a little bit more. Here, whatever's in there. What is it? Let's twist it up now. Nothing. This is perfect because I can change the, I mean it's at 60% right now. I'll show you what it does. Reconnect. It gets to there. It's up on a tripod. I gotta take it all apart. Do you want it to be red? Purple? They'll think it's a UFO. Put it back down low to 65. Saturation. How's that look? No, I just have the split shot on. I'm not that sophisticated yet. Go over there, give us an update. It's probably your coworkers. Guess we can stay till 38 more minutes. Nah, 30 minutes. I gotta pack all this up. I think Nuke's right, the fish are sleeping. Dairy Queen is closed. They close at 9 o'clock. Maybe on the weekends at 10. I think midnight at that world's oldest one on Broadway. We can't go there, though, till August 11th. Listen, the countdown begins. I don't even know what day it is today. It's the end of the month, though. I know you thought I was going to crack, didn't you? Not going to happen. They might. I go to the same one. Maybe on the 11th we'll go and get a blizzard, and we'll walk down and see if any more geese almost hit us in the head walking. Or maybe we'll just take it fishing and use a pole holder in the ground. You got a bolo knife? That is neat what you're doing. I haven't seen the rabbits at the sanctuary. I put the rabbit pellets out. What? The Queen Mary's haunted. Al Capone's known to haunt the tunnels. I think he had a tunnel in St. Paul, or by Stillwater, Minnesota. It's called the Caves of Stillwater, maybe? There's a restaurant in one set. That'd be fun. More fun than this. And the fair's in town. I guess we'll go to the fair. I don't know what day. I got stuff going on during the week. I guess we might have to go Saturday. It might be raining though. We're not doing the Spirit Reader. Nope, no more. Not a good idea. I'll leave it at that. Finally things settle down at night, and no, not to say we won't do it again, but no. Mel was going to get necrophiliac or some reader and do something. It might be haunted, I don't know. Nothing's biting. I'm surprised. I've never caught a bass, I don't think, up here in this part of the river. And that was a good one. It had a tiny mouth though, it was kind of dark. I'm pretty sure it was a bass. It was not a carp, it was not a catfish. It was not a drum, it didn't have the fins. I think it was a really small-mouthed bass. What are those pop-up things? You put your bottom of your rod in it, and when there's tension, they pop up. We could bring the hammock out here and just set that up. I started my research on Bigfoot in Minnesota. There's been a few alleged sightings, one back in 2009 that was controversial. I bet you, there's no way to put this light at that other hole over there. Or not where we went last time, but the time before, at night, and it got so dark. I wish there was a way to put it there, but there's no way. Maybe if we put it tree knocks. I should just hire somebody to come out here or find somebody to make weird sounds and run by in a furry costume. What do you think? Should we put a bobber on it and throw out? I can see it with this light. And these split shots have the nice eagle claw, the ones you can pop on the back to pull them off. A fire dog. Oh, that sniffs. Might be a better idea for the last half hour. We can cover more ground that way. GOP's a brand, Greenlight Productions in Las Vegas. Steve Cantwell, who used to fight in UFC. He has business partners. He started it. It's all no-till organic soil. Lots of other crops. And he opened up a farm that's all organic foods and mushrooms and stuff. And on Halloween they put up like those 20-foot skeletons. It's pretty neat. It's in Pahrump, Nevada. Sometimes they'll do a dinner out there with this stuff and like organic game and meat. The guy, allegedly, who has the biggest grow in southern Minnesota, which I don't even know if it's operational. It's operational, but I don't know if it's harvested yet. He got caught wrecking the slide when he found a guy asleep in his wife's bed. Yeah, the mosquito thing. The thermosol, I haven't been bit yet. It says it does a 20-foot radius. It's only like 2 feet from me. Let's give this 4 more minutes. And then we're putting on that night float. Or any one, I guess it doesn't much matter. I think this one has 36 hours of juice in it. It's rechargeable. And they have another 36 hours of juice. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes, I guess, to warm up. They're on clearance at Walmart, really cheap. Now they're way back to full price. It was in the winter or spring. Have a good night, Gamma. Have fun at work. Hopefully it's quiet. Okay, 2 minutes and we're throwing on the bobber. I found a circle thing with swivels and Eagle Claw weights here on the shore. One of those little round ones that have all the different sizes tonight. And that's a bonus. We got a fish and we found those. Come on. You have 1 more minute to bite. How deep should we set it? Like, the water's cooling down. It's not in the sun. Maybe 3 feet? Yep, there's swivels. Isn't that what we tie on and then the egg weight? So it doesn't go up over it? Like I said, I have no idea. We're learning day by day. Alright, let's just throw in a float and see. Maybe something's on there. We'll just... Hold on. There was not. If I fall in... Probably should put a really small one on here, though. About a foot up. The Eagle Claw ones are way shinier than like the Ozark Trail or the cheaper ones. That. Hold on. Come on, light up. It glows once you Whoa, 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 whoa. There's only one spot to put in the line, and it floats at an angle. You can still see it though. We're trying, PWE. We're trying. Maybe you can see it if I do that. It's too much extra line though. The little glow stick ones are probably better. Yeah, I won't. Definitely thank you, Nuke. I have keys, wallet, head and toes, bullhead gripper, tackle. It's way easier when you can see everything. And bugs fly in your ear. Oh yeah. Sometimes I don't have who weeds. That's a tiny split shot. What size was that? I put it like a foot. Size 3/0. It's not a problem with getting it. I just sometimes we take breaks. It was the greatest sleep aid ever, but I was sleeping late. Now I'm getting up early and not sleeping, but it's good for right now. Come on. It's upright. It's not. Let's pull in a little, like 8 feet from shore. Come on. It's right there. It's floating slow. I'm tempted to just throw in a new big worm, but probably wouldn't make a difference. These batteries being like 4 years old and never being used, they've held up pretty good. We're almost out of here in 16 minutes. Yep, it's all a mindset. Oh, that's why we're stuck on the shore. Come on. No beaver. At least on the river. Now we're in bullhead territory. I'm sure there's a beaver somewhere. Well, right down the river there is. Okay, it's floating really slow. Keep going. Let's toss it down the other way. And fix. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Well, yeah, it does. That bass. Where the hell is it? Did not put up a fight tonight. If you want to see the real fish, just scroll back to the beginning. Maybe in the first 10 minutes of when we threw out. Quicker, I think, actually. Yeah, that's too shallow. Now we're moving. now we're not. What do you guys think about trying that other... Oh, that's out on the rocks at night. But trying that other place from yesterday. But this is a big river. It's probably... maybe on a dock at night. Yes, actually out on the lake Orinoco, which is the Zumbro River. That's where we did the handline fishing by accident. They say at night there's catfish by the dock. We got 9 minutes. Come on. Yep, we're on a damn... stupid twigs in the water. How do we always catch the twig? Do not bite it, bullhead. The hell? We're just going to sit about 6 feet offshore.